Good evening, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon. It's Jordie James. I'm actually coming live from Yarrawonga, which is the top of Victoria. I'm at a beautiful friend's place as I was doing a spiritual centre last night, doing platform work as I demonstrate mediumship around Victoria, and I'm doing more around Australia. So I'm actually at a beautiful friend's house at the moment. That's why the set looks a little bit different, and hopefully the connection stays good due to the fact that I'm actually using my phone as a hotspot because the internet's a little bit dodgy. So, but that's all good. So welcome this week. I have had an interesting week this week. Things not going to plan. Now, it's interesting. It was many moons ago that if things didn't go to plan, I'd lose the plot a little bit. Whereas now I just go, you know what, I'm just going to sit back. And it's interesting because as I'm looking in my beautiful friend's home, it's looking at some of her beautiful things behind me. I love all her crystals, and she's got amazing cards behind me. And I'm like really tempted to actually grab them. So, so it's been an interesting week. I've just sort of been able to let things go and not get in my monkey mind and get anxiety about things that just, if they don't go awry, or if they go awry, I should say, then I just let them go. So it's been a really interesting week. We've had our solar panels because it's been so cold. I'm talking about Celsius. So if you don't understand, but we're basically -4, not yesterday. I think it was yesterday, no, the day before, Wednesday over here in Australia, and my pipes in the solar hot water service burst up in the panels, so we were leaking water because the pipes got so cold they actually burst and broke. So yeah, so we did have hot water because we've got gas, but it's still it's a pain. So I'm actually going to look at, we've got what we call Jack Frost because it gets really cold over here, looking at charging him the bill for the plumbing. Anyway, so it's like if I, back then, like when I was not doing this work or a little bit less mindful, I would have just pulled my hair out. Literally just pulled my hair out going, oh my God, I can't control anything. Whereas now it's just like, you know what? It happens. We've just got to move through it and go with the flow and allow ourselves to just take a deep breath and just go, you know what? We can't control it. We just got to let it go and not beat ourselves up on things that are out of our control. And I've found it not just with me, but there's been a few other friends of mine who have gone through the same thing this week, and it's been very interesting. And it's like I do the message and they go, oh, my God, you too. It's like, oh, okay, so it's not just me. So being mindful, having friends around you, knowing that you can always have their back, they've always got your back. And if they're going through the same thing, you just go, okay, there's something else going on energetically here that we need to sort of work on. So, which is awesome. But, yeah, I just – knowing myself now than I was 6 years ago, I would have been totally pulling my hair out, whereas now it's like whatever happens, happens. So it's just being aware of we can control so many things, but we can't be in control of everything. So, yeah, but that's my little talk for this week. But and as I said, I've got no control over the internet today. So if it goes down, I know it won't. I'm not putting it out there at all, Dave. I'm not putting it out there. But it's whatever happens, happens. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it's cool. And I had a gorgeous night last night of connections with beautiful spirit. And it's interesting because when we do spirit work or when we do mediumship work, even myself, get psychic amnesia, and until people go, all of a sudden the light bulb moment, and you just go, oh, yeah, that's such and such. Perfect. It doesn't, I've just got to trust with what I get. So with that, it was a beautiful night, and, yeah, it was lots of fun, and I love coming up here, up north to Wangaratta, and, yeah, so awesome. I can see you. Perfect. So I have Amber on the line. Amber from Ann Arbor. Hi, Amber. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Awesome. So now I'm a psychic medium. Did you want to go a bit of psychic or mediumship or a bit of both?
A little of both. Maybe a little bit more of
cool.
the psychic, maybe.
Yeah. Awesome. So let me just look into this for a minute because I know I'm actually being aware of someone with me as well. But I just want to say, I feel like you've got maybe one or two questions. I don't feel like there's like a whole heap of questions for you. I just feel like there's one or two. But what I want to say for you is it's more for me to give you confirmation in what you're getting is correct anyway. So it's like I want to say your intuition is basically on point. So you just need to be mindful and be aware that your intuition, just make sure that you trust it. And I keep hearing, so I haven't just got one, I've got two people here with me now. I want to say, I feel like I've got a grandmother with me or a beautiful lady that would be on a grandmother level. And I feel like she's on one side of the family. And I do want to say that she's giving me 83. I don't know if 83 was the age that she passed or there was issues around her health, but 83 is a dominant age for her. And she's just wanting to say that, girl, you need to trust your gut. And I do want to say I feel like your mum's side of the family has always been trusting in intuition or always had that little witchy-woo way that I do want to say that she's just coming through really, really strong. She's got this gorgeous energy. And I do want to say I feel that she's making me aware the last 2 to 3 years of her life she wasn't that happy, or I want to say she wasn't herself. She was not independent and she lost her dependency, she became dependent, I should say. And she's just being mindful now to say, I'm okay now. I've got this full life. Would that make sense to you?
Well, my mother's mom died before I was born, so I'm not sure about if it was her. It could be somebody else, however.
Okay, because I know she's on mum's side of the family, but I know there's an 83 reference. So if 83 was the age, that I don't know if she passed 83 or she'd be 83 now. But she's also bringing me to the chest, Amber. So I just need to make you aware of that. So there's a chest issue, but also going into my stomach area as well with her. So I'll leave that with you. But I just want to say, is mum one of 3 children or 3 girls?
3 girls.
Okay, thank you, because I knew there was 3 around mum. So perfect. And mum's still here, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. And just with this lady as well, I do feel like it's your grandmother. I can't deny that. I feel like it's your grandmother. And I know she may not have got to an older age, but I do feel that she's, I want to say growing, but I just feel that 83 is a number that's quite dominant. So I don't know if it's 1983 or 83, but there's just that reference. And she just wants to say you need to start trusting a little bit more. Is it around work? Because I feel like work's a little bit pushing your buttons at the moment. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm still trying to, I'm trying to learn more about being intuitive myself, actually.
Perfect. Because I want to say, if you are intuitively or you're starting to work that way, I want to make reference to muggle, or I would call it muggle work because I'm a bit of a Harry Potter freak. But I just want to say mundane work or work that you do on a 9 to 5 level is pushing your buttons. It's not resonating with you anymore, and you're just getting frustrated. There's the frustration there that you can't see clearly. And what she wants to come through with is the fact that you need to step back. And this is interesting because I was talking about before about how control, like 6 years ago for me, if anything was out of my control, I would get frustrated and I would be pulling my hair out. And I do want to say that's sort of what I want to resonate with you at the moment. It's a case of I'm just getting frustrated. I'm not in the right. It's funny. We as a spirit being, an energy being, when we're in the wrong place, our body reacts. Our attitude reacts. We always react to frustration. So this is where I want to say I feel like spirit, or I feel like the energies in the universe are pushing you to a point where you go, look, I've had enough. I'm going to wipe my hands and go out of mundane work and into spiritual work. And I do want to say there's a healing element for you, but there's also, I want to say, a normal healing element like Reiki or crystal therapy is not.
I do Reiki.
Thank you. I feel like that's just a box for you. I need to make you aware that you need to be out of the box. So stop restricting yourself. And I feel that's the biggest thing for you, if that makes sense, Amber. It's like I want to say you need to bring more in. It's, okay, this is where I want to say this for you, is you need to stop being so frustrated, because I feel that spirit and the universe are giving you tools to change your perspective out of the box. And this is why I feel like they're getting frustrated and you're getting frustrated, and it's like you're beating your head up against the wall. So allowing yourself to step back. Breathing is really important. Now, I know you probably do meditation, but I want to say more breathing than meditation for you.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Okay. I just want to say meditation sometimes doesn't really get your goat. It's like it just doesn't sit right with you. Whereas I know if you just sit and take a breath and clear your mind is probably a better thing for you, because I feel like there's too much, you've got too much going on. You don't spend time to meditate, and I'm with you with that, because I totally understand that. But just sitting down and having 5 minutes of just breathing deep into your sort of abdomen and opening your diaphragm, that's where I want to say that will help you clear all the things that are going on around you. Because I want to say, girl, I feel like you need a diary or 2 diaries, because things are going really, really, really fast, and you can't keep up. There's so many things going on.
So true.
That I just need to go, right, this is my to-do work, this is me work. And I feel like the to-do work is overtaking myself, my own work. So you need to sort of get that balance back.
Yeah.
But trusting in what you get as well. Trusting those little thoughts. And it's funny, because I feel like you're a domestic goddess, is what I want to say, because I love it. When people do dishes or they do like work around the house, that's when their mind is clear, because they're just doing housework. But they're the epiphany moments. They're the moments where you get things that come in, you go, oh, yeah. So just start being more mindful of what comes into your thoughts when you're doing the mundane work or the housework, or just sitting down reading a book or watching TV. Be mindful of those thoughts, because I feel like that's the best time universe can go, right, I've got you now. And I do want to say your grandmother, even though she passed young, I do want to say that she's very full and she's got this beautiful energy. And I do want to say I feel like she lost her independence before she passed, and she was not a very happy camper before she passed. There's just a reference, because she was such an independent lady. And I do want to say the ladies on your mum's side of the family are very independent.
Yes, they are.
Perfect. Also,
and so
I also want to
say, sorry.
No, you're right.
Does the intuition run on my mom's side? Because I always wondered about that. I think it makes my mom a little nervous, but I think she's always had that strong intuition.
Oh, yeah. It runs way, way back in your family. And I do want to say it's the ladies' side. So it's like from your mum, your mum's mum, your mum's mum's mum, and so forth. I feel like there's an English connection, like a Druids connection, or UK, but I just want to make reference to that as well. So I don't know if they come out from the UK or from Britain, but there's a reference to that. But I feel like it's very old. It's like I want to say old knowledge. So I'll leave that with you, Amber. But I do want to say the main thing is for you that the big answer is taking a deep breath and letting go of all the mundane work and really start working on this intuition, because trust me, it'll definitely, I see you doing more healing. I see you doing more things that you've got the empathy that people will just be drawn to.
Awesome. Okay, great. And will that help me with my anxiety as well? Because I seem to get extreme anxiety and I can't do anything.
Yeah. So the anxiety is the overthinking.
Okay.
So I'm not a psychologist or anything, but for me, when I do get anxiety, it's like for me, I'm overthinking things. So I take breaths. Like I go and go, hang on a second, why am I feeling this way? Why am I overthinking this? Why am I overthinking that someone's upset with me? I just go back and go, right, that's not, I know it's not them, it's me, and I'm not in my heart space, I'm in my head space. And us as empaths, we do take that on. Because we're empathic, we get anxiety because we want to please everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's getting to a point where you've got to please yourself before you please everyone else. And I feel that is your main goal.
Okay.
So can I leave that with you? Please connect with me on Jordie Jane's Psychic Medium on my Facebook page, Amber. And, if you have any more feedback or anything else, I'm quite happy to connect with you on there as well. So thank you so much, Amber.
Thank you.
Have a lovely weekend. Okay, I have Jessica from Goldsboro on the phone. Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Sorry, I was just waiting for you to come through. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for connecting with me today. Did you want to go psychic or mediumship today, Jessica?
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you're called to.
Whatever. Okay, perfect. Now, it's interesting because I feel like I've got a gentleman that's standing with me who is quite strong in a sense that he wants to stand right next to me. I feel like he had heart issues, or there was heart issues around him, because I'm getting really drawn to my heart. I don't know if he had a heart attack before he passed, but I know there was heart issues with him. But he's got this gorgeous smile, and he's also making me aware of late 50s, early 60s. So I don't know if that's the age that he passed or the age where he first started getting ill, but there's just a reference around that age. I do want to say I feel like he's standing next to you, so I don't know if he's your father or a really close grandfather, but I know he's on dad's side of the family. I feel like I want to say dad, but I don't know if it is dad. But does this resonate with you at the moment?
That would be my granddad. Yeah.
Okay. And he would be on dad's side. Would that make sense to you?
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. He's a gorgeous man. You met him here, yes? You guys actually connected on the physical, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, because he just wants to give you a massive, great big hug. He's got this gorgeous big heart, and I do want to say it was his heart that failed. Would that make sense to you?
I guess it does, yes.
Yeah, because even though he may have been a little bit sick, but I do feel like it was his heart, because he's really drawing me to my heart space. So for me, I know that is a heart attack or heart issues around that. Now, I do want to say he's very much of a gentleman. He's absolutely adorable. I feel like when he was a working man, I want to say he wouldn't have had a lot of time with his kids, but yet I do feel like kids were really important for him. Would that make sense to you?
It does, yes.
Yeah, because I just want to say he tried to put as much time as he could with his grandchildren and his children. Now, is Dad still here? Yes?
He is.
Thank you. And is Dad one of 4 or 4 boys?
It is. He is the oldest of 4 sons.
Okay, perfect. So I just want to make reference to that. Now, your grandfather, has your grandmother also passed? Because he just wants to acknowledge her as well.
No, she is still here, but he loved her very much.
Okay, perfect, because he just wants to acknowledge your grandmother. And it's like, I know I didn't see her there, but I just want to say, I don't know if she's, like, he didn't really give me. He just said, I want to tip my hat off and acknowledge your grandmother. So there's just a reference there. There's also a J name, a female J name I want to bring through on Dad's side as well. So I don't know if it's Joy or Joyce, or there's a J name. Oh, you, Jessica. Sorry, but not just you.
Well, my name is Jessica, and my father's name is William J. Everyone calls him J.
Thank you, because I heard the J, and I was like, it feels feminine, but I know there's the J there, so it will be Dad. Okay.
Yeah, I am Jessica, but my dad is J. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, because I just looked back at my screen and went, oh, my God, your name's Jessica. See, I even get psychic amnesia. Anyway, as I keep going, your grandfather is Joy. Like, he just wants to joke. He's very jovial. I want to say that he's got his full function back. I feel he had issues with his knees, or there's something about the knees. He wouldn't be able to walk properly. He's also making me aware of his left hip as well. I just want to make reference to he's now thrown away. I don't know if he had a walk. He goes, I've thrown the cane away. So I don't know if he had a walking cane or a frame at the end, but I do want to say that he's thrown it away and he's actually got full mobility now. Like, he's not in pain anymore. And he's doing this little shuffle. He's doing this little dance. And I don't feel like he was a big dancer, but I know he had a good little shuffle when he was here. But he just wants to say he wants, the first thing he wants to come through to you is the fact that he's really glad. Has there been, because I feel like there was a disconnection in the family on Dad's side, that he's really happy that there's been reconnection?
I was wondering if you were going to touch on that. My father found out when he was 44 that my grandfather was not his real father. And it caused a huge disconnection. But my grandfather never wanted him to really know the truth. But my dad had heart disease, and it ran in the family, so the truth kind of had to come out, medically speaking. I understand totally. I totally understand. And I just want to say your grandfather is coming through saying, I'm so glad there's been reconnection again. And he's getting really emotional with this because he is a very emotional man. And your grandfather just wants to give you a massive hug. He also wants to say thank you to you because I feel like you're the one that really sat your dad down and really talked to him on an empathic level to give him the empathy and the emotion to understand that it was done in the day. And I feel like your grandfather was held back by someone. It wasn't his decision. I feel like someone had his hands tied behind his back with a certain things and certain I wouldn't say secrets. I would say things that were not told in the family. Your grandfather's hands were held behind his back. So he just wants to acknowledge the fact that... And he started with throat cancer. So I kind of feel like the throat cancer spoke on his inability to speak his truth.
Exactly right. And it's funny because I haven't been... I've been fine with my throat, but just before I come on today... I was sitting really, really claggy with my throat, and I was like, okay, so someone's obviously going to come on with throat issues because I'm actually feeling claggy now in my throat because it's like emotion getting stuck there. And that's where I want to say you as a beautiful empath, do you do this work? Why am I hearing that you are a medium or you connect on a spirit level? Because I know you said, I've sort of picked up that you're empathic. But I just want to say on a spirit level, you do this work. Does that make sense to you?
It does. I've been trying. Confidence tends to be my issue.
And interesting because trust comes in with confidence. So you've just got to trust what you get, and then you get confidence with that trust. So I've only got 90 seconds here, Jessica, but please connect with me and Jordie Jane's Psychic Medium. But I do want to say your grandfather's coming in going, thank you. The biggest thing is thank you for you. But he's also making me aware that you need to start finding good mentors or teachers for your own abilities to come through. And also, he loves the fact that do you have a partner? Because he's really happy that you're happy. I do. Yeah, and he's really a really good man for you. And that's what
a really good person, yes.
Yep. Really, really good person for you. So I'll leave that with you. Please give your love to your dad from his dad, even though it wasn't his dad, but please give love to him. And he wants to give you a massive hug to say thank you to you. So can I leave that with you, Jessica?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And please connect with me on Jordie Jane Psychic Medium on my Facebook page, Jessica. I would love to hear, and I'd love to catch up with you more because I feel like there's a little bit more that needs to come through. Can I leave that with you? Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for my callers today. Thank you, Jessica. And have a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.